Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Jennifer, a full-time reseller. If this is your first time joining me, I do all things resell, and today's video is what sold. These are one of my favorite videos to film as well as educate all the viewers. I think so many items that I pick up, a lot of people don't realize to pick up. So I find sharing these bolos can really help everybody just kind of be on the lookout for different items to source for your eBay business. It is the end of October and Q4 is off with a bang. I have 33 items, 33 items going out this weekend. Wow. For a gross profit, we're at almost $1,700 on eBay and $200 on Mercari. I cross list. That's a newer thing that I've started doing. I use Vendoo. Highly recommend them if you like that. If you want to start doing cross-listing and you like the idea of cross-listing, but it overwhelms you, Vendoo makes it super easy. I've got a link below, 25% off your first month. Feel free to check it out because that is why I have those extra 3 sales. No, that's not a lot, but there are items that didn't sell on eBay, weren't selling on eBay, and luckily the right buyer was over on Mercari to buy it. So let's dive right in, you guys. I can't believe the amount of items. There are going to be some really small items that I wouldn't buy again, but I'm happy to get out of my store. I am running a promotion right now. So full disclosure, this definitely is because I've been promoting, not promoting, that's the wrong word. Promoted listings is separate from what I'm doing. I do that as well, but this is a markdown sale. So I've been doing a markdown sale starting this weekend to get rid of old inventory. I am in my peak sourcing season here in Arizona, and I need to be flipping inventory fast because I'm buying it really fast. So I mark down older items up to 25%. Some items are at 15%. When it's a higher end item over $200, the most I'm taking off of it is 15%. Just so I'm not totally getting a loss on bigger ticket items. So let's dive in. I can't believe some of these bolos, you guys. So I'm going to start with the most random sale of the weekend, and that goes to men's underwear. I just picked these up on Friday morning at an estate sale. They were $2.50 a pack, but they are from 2000. That one's 2000. This one is 2003. So these are older underwear, and people pay up for it because they like this kind. They don't make it anymore. Hanes changed whatever their recipe was. These guys sold for $69. Someone paid $70 for some underwear. Wow. All right. So that was a good one. I definitely put new sealed old stock underwear on your bolo list. Speaking of bolo list, if you don't know, down in the description, I actually have a free bolo list giveaway gift for all the viewers. It is a list of top items to source in your eBay business. So when I'm mentioning bolo, stands for be on the lookout, and I've got that free list, free download down below in the description. Be sure to grab that. Okay, so then we've got filters. That is the name of the game this weekend. I sold so many filters. Always look them up. People price these really low. They are always undervalued. So because people think, oh, what's someone going to do with this filter if they don't have that machine? Yeah, that's true for one person, but I market to the masses and it goes on eBay. So somebody needs this filter. These are brand new sealed. I paid $6 and they sold for $40. So filters, always look those up. We've got Mr. Christmas. This one is one of the Mercari sales. I paid $20 over the summer. It's a light show. Mr. Christmas, brand new in his package. It sold for $100. I was hoping to get a little bit more, but I'm happy to flip it. It's a big item. I want it out of my store. Okay, then small item. I wouldn't buy it again. I was at a garage sale. They had a bunch of brand new sealed Avon products, and I thought surely they were all priced at $1. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get them all. So I cleared them all, got them all. This little guy sold for $14. So I mean, it's a simple little bread and butter. It's gonna go into a poly mailer. Could not be easier to ship. So yes, I would probably buy it again because it was $1, but make sure that when you are buying these Avon products that you're not paying too much, like 50 cents to $1 max, because you're not making very much on it. We've got 3 more filters thanks to Mercari. It is this one here. There's 3 of them. This one was an Amazon bins find, and I want to say it was $5 day, and there were 3 filters in the box. So I'm in at $5 for the pack, and the whole pack sold for $46. So super win on that. All right. We've got, I'm trying to stay in order of my spreadsheet so I don't lose you guys. Or I don't get lost, I should say. All right, we've got a Bose plug. Where are you? Right here. This guy already sold once, and the person got it and said they bought the wrong size. So it's a very specific plug, and it goes to a Bose something, Bose Soundwave, so that you can plug your headphones into it. So I've already sold it once, but second time's the charm. $2 cost of goods, sold for $40. We got some jeans. BKE is a good brand of jeans, but really my rule, because I do not like clothing, I only buy the blingy jeans, the ones that have some really good patterns in the back. Those are the ones that are more sought after that I find that works for me, because I don't like flipping clothes. I think they're not fun because you have to take a lot of measurements. There's a lot more returns, especially in women's clothing. So if you follow me, you know I don't like clothes. But these particular ones, I paid $2.75. So I was going to buy them. They passed the rule of my blingy butt, and they flipped for $20. Wop wop. So no, not a huge flip. They're crop. They're capris, so those definitely don't have as much value, but I paid $2, so I figured might as well. Grab it if you can. We've got a Canon battery. I picked this up 2 weeks ago at a church sale. $2, the easiest little flip, and it sold for $23. I knew it wasn't going to be big money, but I know how easy this is to ship. It's just going to go into a poly mailer. We're going to go to another good sale. I mean, they're all good, but this one's really good. Okay, this was picked up by a friend of mine. It pays to make friends with other resellers. I can't tell you enough how many friends I've made in this business and how much it has benefited both sides. So my dear friend Tara, who I have been sourcing with lately, she runs antique booths in the local area. So she does not look for electronics. That is not her jam. I know nothing about antiques. So when she sees something, because I've told her kind of a few brands, Bose, Sonos, Sony, if it's a nice one, like some top brands to watch for, she saw this at a sale. It was $20. She grabbed it for me. So thank you so much, Tara, if you ever make it over to this video. This was super clean. I tested it. It works. It sounds great. Old Bose definitely holds its value. So she picked it up for $20. I paid her the $20, and this guy sold right away. Same weekend as listing it for $150. So here is a super, super tip. If you sell something in your store that you have another one of, even if it's not the same, but it's the same brand. So I have this Bose Soundwave, and I had a couple other Bose speakers in my store. I messaged that buyer and told them, hey, if you like this, be sure to check out this item. I sent him a link to the other item, told him that I'll be able to combine the shipping, and he went in and he bought that other Bose player, this one here, and what did he say it for? And that one sold for $110. So I'll go over that again, but try to combine. If you have multiple of something and someone else is buying it, this is a repeat buyer. He's already bought from me in the past. He's buying another one. I'm going to try to squeak another sale out of him. And then I took it top notch. He hasn't taken it yet, but I threw out a reel to him to try to catch. I have an uber big Bose system. I'm going to set this down. It's heavy. That is the Bose Soundwave, but it has the 5-disc changer. I have it listed at like $450. So it's a high-end one. I messaged him with a 10% off coupon. So if he wanted that big one, I was going to take a deal. So he hasn't responded to that, but the fact I squeezed an extra $100 item just by sending him a message saying, hey, if you didn't know, I also have this one, I wouldn't have had that sale. So always, always, if you have multiple when someone is buying from you, send them a message. Thanks for your order, but did you know I also have this one in this color and this size and this style? And see if they're interested. You can also create a coupon inside your eBay store that I'm just saving now. So I have a coupon in there that anytime I go to send a message, eBay has the option of send coupon, and I can send them that coupon code. So I absolutely love messaging with buyers. So definitely take that as a little tip from me. Okay. Sorry, that was long-winded. We've got some makeup. This Il Maquillage, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Woke Up Like This makeup. I'm going to double check because I had 2 of these. I want to make sure that hubby pulled the right one. But I picked these up on my eBay Open sourcing weekend up in Phoenix. I was starting to look at some makeup and some beauty products. This was in a bag of multiple things. So I'm in it maybe $2 because, again, you're taking the lot of all the items that are in the bag. But this guy sold for $25 for this little makeup. So, again, it's going to go into just a little poly mailer. Super easy to ship. We've got some ink. This guy here. 202X. I picked this up at the Amazon bins. They separated it. Little stinkers. This used to be a 3-pack. It says 1 of 3. They separated it so they can get $15 each. So I still bought it because it's still worth grabbing for $15. It sold for $40, and I did that little trick of messaging them saying I also have another one. This weekend I picked up a yellow at the bins, but it was a little different. Instead of the 202X, it was a 202A. So I don't know if he still wanted it, but I messaged him, and we'll see if he buys that one as well. Okay. Because a lot of these guys, they're resellers too. So I'm fine being the middleman. If they can make a few extra bucks, I'm thrilled with the first half profit. And then they can make whatever they want. We got another filter. Pure Blue. This guy, I paid $1, sold for $17. I mean, some of these filters are just little bread and butters. Whirlpool filters. These 2. There's 2 of these. I paid $2, $1 a piece. They sold for $24. Then we've got a Zoom recorder. This little guy, 0 cost of good. It was given to me from my father-in-law to sell, and tested it. It works. And this guy sold for 55 bucks. Well, that was a good little flip. We've got a Cox router. This guy was a little scuffy on the front, but I only paid, I think, $2 or $3. I just picked this up. At the same time, I actually picked up this guy. It was the same garage sale, and they definitely undervalued these. So I think this guy was only $2, and he sold for 40 bucks. Even though it had some tape that I can't get off of it, but still happy with that. We've got a Clorox pen. These are my Bolo. Number 1, new favorite thing, these little Clorox pens. Even when they are not full, I have sold them. This guy here, I paid $0.25 because you're finding them for $0.25 to $1 max is what people put on these. And this guy sold for 13 bucks. No, that is not big money, but the fact that this is going to be the easiest thing to take pictures of, I always recommend taking a picture of it on the scale. I use my little printer scale, or my shipping scale. I set it on there and take a picture with the total weight, because this says it should weigh 2 ounces, but that's with or without the actual container. So it should probably weigh closer to 3 or 4 ounces if it were full. So I put that in the listing. Current weight, including container, is 2.2 ounces or whatever. So always put that in there because I can't measure the actual product, but it still sells all day long as long as you definitely specify how much it currently weighs. So 13 bucks, super easy. Indy's shaver. This one I'm sad because this is, I think, my last open one. I picked these up for $10 a piece, and they have sold so well. I picked them up maybe 6 months ago, 4 to 6 months ago, maybe 4. And this guy has a chip. Shucks. I'm just noticing that it got some damage. All right, I'm going to have to double check that it's in the listing as well. But this guy sold for $65, and I paid $10 a piece for these, and I've sold, I think, 8 of them so far. Yeah, unbelievable. So I'm going to have to message them. This one, I think, got broken in my box because the bag is also kind of messed up. So I'm just like, it definitely wasn't broken before. So it must have busted when I had it in my storage. But I do want to message them because they're going to be shaving animals. I don't want them to cut them. So I'm probably going to end up canceling this sale. Now that I'm thinking this through live on camera, I'm probably going to cancel this sale. So unfortunate. First, I'm going to offer them a partial refund. Say, hey, I just noticed that it's chipped. Do you still want it? And then refund probably $20, $30. See if they still want it. But that is my process right now as I am currently thinking how I want to handle that. Okay, we've got those Men Ultra shoes. These are in good condition and they are huge. They are a men's 15. Bigfoot wears these shoes. These are huge. They also have cut. The tongue has been modified. So I took an offer of $37. And other than that, they're in actually really, really good condition. It's just that they had to modify the tongue. And the person knew that, so that's why they offered a little less. I'm fine with that. I paid $8 for those shoes. All right, we've got Monk. I paid $1 at an estate sale. Sold for $7.90. Silly Monk. I thought he was going to be worth more than that, but that's all right. We've got the Beatles Capitol albums. I paid $3 for these, and it sold for $64. Beatles are a no-brainer. You can find them. Back to that Bose Sound Touch. I paid $10. Sold for $110 to go with that other Bose. I'm telling you, they definitely undervalued it. We've got that 70s Show Complete Series. Paid $5. Sold for $20. It's just got all the individual discs in there. $20. We've got a Kindle with its case. This guy I paid $5 and it sold for $25. Kindles all day long. I like selling Kindles. Just make sure that they're not the super old ones, the ones with the keyboard on it. They no longer support them. Those were Generation 3, I think it was. This one is a Generation 4. We'll see if they still do Generation 4, if they still support it, but it was something to do with the internet. Someone commented on one of my videos that it's because of like 3G internet and they don't support that anymore or something like that. But either way, that one's a 4th generation. Fingers crossed that Amazon lets them download it. Okay. Murano. I know nothing about Murano glass. Absolutely nothing other than grab it when you see it. This guy, I paid $5. No wonder I grabbed it. It was $5. I'm like, okay, I'm going to learn about him when I get home. So I looked up his comps and I could have got more out of him, but I know nothing about him. And I'm just happy to get him out of my store so I don't break him. He was $5 and I sold him for $70. So again, if it goes to a reseller, totally fine. I'm happy to get this to a new home, and whether this is their final destination or they go on to another one, I feel like I won an award. I'd like to thank my mom. No. So I'm happy to get rid of this cloud. It's kind of creepy. Okay, what else we got? Phew, I think we're halfway. Cole Haan loafers. I paid $4. Local thrift store, sold for $21. It's a little easy flip. Here again. Black Fog. This was an interesting one. It is a insect fogger. I found it at Salvation Army, and I paid right around $5 or $6, and it sold for $63, $64. So that one I just need a big box, easy to ship. Ring camera. This one is new, open box. I found this at my local thrift, who is overpricing right now. So we're up to $20 is what I paid on this. However, it's still sold for $103. It is a peephole camera. So if you can't, I don't know if it's because you can't mount it on your door. I don't know what, but it goes to your peephole, maybe an apartment. That's probably what it is. If you're in an apartment because you can't mount it to the front of your door. So $103. Happy with that. Electronic football. This little guy was in the free box. Love a free box. I haven't had a free box item in a while. So this guy sold for 25 bucks, and I did test it. Hubby tested it. It's definitely old school because you're just playing with these little dots that you're running across the screen. So it's kind of funny, but 25 bucks. Got another bins find, 3-pack of these carbon monoxide detectors. All 3 were in one package, so they only charged me $15 the one time. They're starting to say that if there's multiple in there, like multiple inks, multiple filters, that you're paying per item. It depends who's checking you out. So I paid one time, it was all in one box, and it was 15 bucks. They sold for $90 for the set. We've got, this one's funny. This is a Braun base. I paid $1 at my local thrift. It is only the base. There's no charge, no power. It is just the base that you put your, I guess, cleaning solution. I don't know. It's just the part for the shaver, and it sold for $34. So even parts of shavers sell. We've got an Ozobot. Paid up a little on this, but I did because it was still sealed. So I paid $20 on this one as well. And it sold for $65. This one I found, I think it was that Just Between Friends sale, where it's like a consignment sale for kids' clothes, and they'll have some toys, but everybody prices their stuff individually, and that person just put a price of 20 bucks on it, and I still made a little bit, up to 65, is what it sold for. We've got a Harman Kardon radio, or speaker, I should say. I picked this up, garage sale, paid $2, and it did not work. It sounded awful. The speaker was blown. It sounded super crackly, staticky. It did not sound good, but people still buy it for parts. So I listed it for parts, and it still sold for $28. If it worked, this is a $60 speaker, this little guy, but it didn't work, so I was happy to still sell it for parts and recoup what I paid. Here is that other ink, 902XL. The expiration is underneath this sticker, so I couldn't tell when it expired. So I had to put that in the listing. I don't know its expiration. It is covered by a sticker, and when I tried to peel the sticker, it just peeled off the date. So I paid $3. Amazon bins, $3 a day, and he sold for $25. Wow, you guys, that was everything. Shoo! If you like this kind of content, if you like reseller videos, reseller tips, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. Tells YouTube that you like this type of content. And you guys make sure to grab that in the description, that Bolo list. And I think that's everything. Thank you guys so much if you made it this far. I know this was long-winded. It was a doozy, but hopefully you learned something to source in your eBay business. Have a fabulous week. Thanks again for watching. Take care.